Brooks, it's good to be back on the podcast.
Yeah, Murphy agrees.
Good job, Murph. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, are you done? Are you done?
He says
He
bye.
looked like he was done.
He said bye.
He's shy. He's all right. Anyway, yeah, I agree. I'm glad that I got that video out last week, but like I've been wanting to do a podcast episode for a while because I was going to say too many things at once. The theme for this podcast is what is going on, period.
Yeah.
Like in the world of media,
there's so
especially
many
gaming. It's like I feel like there are a ton of little things happening, but like obviously the big thing we're going to talk about is GTA 6.
Yeah.
But like, when there's drama in the gaming world, people are extremely vocal. And I guess I just haven't been paying enough attention. I haven't really seen anything. There's a few games I want to talk about. There's like one tiny little thing I want to talk about movie-wise. I haven't seen it, but it's the James Gunn Superman trailer, and everybody says it looks great. So Nicholas Hoult, the guy who was in Nosferatu recently, he played I forget their names, but he was like Lily Depp's husband in the movie. He was very, very, very good. He's the new Lex Luthor, and I've heard
he looks really good.
I've heard that like
we can check that out here after.
Yeah, we can. We can watch it. We can watch it without the audio, which would be cool.
So we'll check it out. We'll check it out here in a little bit. But to start out, Brooks, what the heck is happening with GTA 6?
It got delayed until 2026, to my knowledge.
May 2026, right?
Yeah, so it was supposed to come out this year, but then it got delayed to 2026. So I'm all for delays as long as the game is good and it's like worth it. What is that? There's like a Miyamoto quote or something where he's like, a delayed game will eventually be good, but a bad game will always be bad.
Yeah.
So or something like that. I'm misquoting that.
Cyberpunk's a really good example of like kind of screwed on release.
Yeah.
And then they went back and fixed a bunch of stuff. But like most people think of Cyberpunk as the game that was botched on release.
Yeah, that's the reputation because what they were doing was they were extremely greedy. And they didn't want to. Emily said, "Put that hellhound in the pool." Joke's on you. He can swim. Anyway, but yeah. So Cyberpunk will always have the reputation of being extremely rushed at launch, and I've heard it got way better too.
Yeah,
like
it
got patched and like Project CD Red. Is that those are the guys that made it?
Yeah.
Didn't they make the Witcher games too?
I believe so, yeah.
That was just an unfortunate thing. So all that to say, I would rather GTA 6 be delayed rather than just being pumped out and then everybody hate. Because GTA is one of those games now, it has a reputation of you can't screw this up. Because if you screw this up, like...
everybody's going to be mad.
Not only is everybody going to be mad, but like nobody's going to forget. That's the thing.
And Rockstar had every single GTA has been pretty much, as far as I can remember, has been a grand slam of a game. And they're also like they crush it when it comes to their releases, right?
Yeah.
Like Red Dead is a really good example.
Oh, yeah.
The LA Noire game, Bully. Like, they've made some of the most iconic... Max Payne. How can you forget Max Payne?
Rockstar is... they're legendary, dude.
And, like, they've done such a good job of being consistently at the top of their game all the time that I just... like them taking an L is just like I just think it's not on the table for them.
Yeah,
they're not a Bethesda. They're not willing to just like shell out a game that's half baked and hope that everybody pays for it to then patch it.
Oh, they're not gonna. I have confidence that they're not gonna pull a Todd Howard. But for me, I think that one of the most important things to talk about for GTA 6 is the pricing. And I just made a video on Donkey's video talking about it. Yeah, so Donkey, he approaches there's one of three ways he'll approach a topic. He will either be extremely sincere, and those videos are great. He will be like jokey throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And this one was a jokey one, but sometimes he will be like the rare occasion where he will do like both. So
yeah, I watched your video, and there was a little bit of like sincere, like, because he's developed games at this point before. Like, he's had a successful game developed and owns his own game publishing arm.
Yeah, he is. I trust his opinion. I don't know if he's directly developed games, but he has facilitated the creation of games.
Sure, but he knows how much it costs.
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
a game,
Like Donkey is a person that like people universally like trust this guy because like he doesn't mess up, because this is like his passion. Like, he loves this stuff. So
I know he was joking about half of that stuff, but was really funny. There was a point where and you paused it here a couple times on the video, but it's like the people are walking on the beach like towards you.
Yeah.
And there's like a million things happening on the screen.
Yeah.
And like there's individual models of a bunch of people and dogs and animals and planes and birds and all this stuff moving. And it's like, that's an expensive game. And like the way that people's hair looks and moves and that kind of stuff.
And also, I do think that a lot of that stuff is done for marketing and for advertising, because like I think when you actually get into the game, that's
they're going to be a little bit less.
I'd love to be wrong, but like
I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think it's going to be the same.
I don't think it is either, because that shot of the guy walking out and you can like see the beer moving in the beer bottles and like all that stuff is like,
that's definitely all like pre-rendered stuff for the trailer.
Yeah. There was a game a while back, I can't remember what it was, but they were essentially advertising for something, and they used a lot of pre-rendered stuff, and like it ended up being like a scam or something. I have like 2% of that memory in my brain, if I can think of it during. That's how my brain works, dude. I always have. I know what I'm talking about, but like 98% of that is just lost somewhere in there, and I have to really dig hard for it. But like, to add to the point of like, it's all pre-rendered, it's like smoke and mirrors essentially.
Sure.
And then when the game comes out, like, I'm one of those people, I don't care about graphics ever, and I said it in multiple videos. I say it all the time. I'm like, for me, I love you, buddy. For me, I like the original Crash and Spyro graphics and the way that looks better than the remakes, because I don't like the way the remakes look. I think it's too modern, it's too polished, and if there was an
polygons.
I like polygons. It's something about that like primitive, like it's like advanced but primitive at the same time. Like it was advanced for the time, but now it's super dated. Like,
it's really like PS1, PS2, and Game Boy Advance era stuff.
Yeah, and I love that. And also, like, when it comes to anime, like I love Yu Yu Hakusho, I love Cowboy Bebop, I love all these like really
hand drawn.
All these like really classic looking like Castle in the Sky is my favorite anime movie, and I love the way it looks, and it's so great. Anyway, Emily, so we still got Oblivion Remake 6. We got Oblivion.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
GTA 6. Oh yeah, I have a lot to say about that. Rockstar sure as hell.
We'll remake, yeah.
So, all that to say is, what do you think it's going to cost to play GTA 6?
Oh, it's probably going to be like $80.
I think it's going to be 100.
You think it's going to be 100?
I
think it will. I think it will depend on. Well, so here's a thought. What console is this coming out on?
Oh yeah.
So like, is this coming out on a PS6?
He's escaping to the thought cage.
Yeah. Like, is this next gen console? Like, are we totally skipping PS5?
I don't know. So Monster
I
Hunter.
doubt it. Mainly because PS5 came out in, well, I mean, it's been 5 years.
Yep, PS5 years. But like, oh, I had a thought. It was there.
Monster Hunter.
Oh, thank you. So Monster Hunter, it doesn't run well on PC. It can't, like, my PC is pretty beefy, and I can't run OBS while playing Monster Hunter. It takes up 56% of the memory on my, and I guess I could just get more RAM, I guess, but like I have like my PC is like made for that, you know, and like it still struggles. And it was so bad I had to buy it on PS5 just to play Monster Hunter Wilds, which is a great game. I love that game, but I don't care about graphics. But
you want the game to be functional.
Yeah, and like I want people who are PC users, like I'm a PC user now more than ever, more than I've ever been in my entire life, and I just want it to run well, you know, like I want it to work, I want it to be good, I want people to experience it. The reason, so this is a separate thing. The reason that I think it's going to be $100 is just because of the content, because everything that's in it. I think that, and it's literally, I made the short about it and I talk about it in one of my videos, but I really do think that some games, like if Elden Ring was $100, and it is technically for the Shadow of the Erdtree edition, it's more than worth $100.
So I guess so let's view it from that lens.
Mm-hmm.
If this game is as big and as detailed as Elden Ring plus the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC together, sure, then it probably is worth $100 if it's that large.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's going to be on release.
I would love for you to be right.
I would love for me to be correct, and so I would love for that to be the case and it be $80. But the more likely case is it's not going to be as big and still be $100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and then that, once you get into the $80 to $100 range, that's what people are upset about. People are like,
Nintendo kind of opened the floodgate on that.
Yeah. And they're like, I'm not buying an $80 game. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And I'm like,
we'll see what happens whenever the game gets released and you want it.
Right. So it's just like, well, it's like not all games are going to be $80, and like $60 to $70 is not, it's a jump, right? But it's not a huge jump. I think
60 to 80 is kind of crazy though. For a game to go up $20.
Yeah, so I think
that's nuts.
Somebody made a comment on something that
even
I did.
50 to 80 cuz a lot of large Zelda games were still $50.
Yeah, so somebody commented and said something along the lines of, I have like over 600 hours in Mario Kart 8. And I'm like, yeah, you will. But like,
not everybody will.
Most people that are buying this are going to have it for game nights and play for like 2 hours and then not play it again for a month.
But for the people who are that guy,
yeah,
that game might be worth $200.
True. Like, that's the thing. It's like, what is it ultimately worth to you versus the masses? And that's where people are getting like, and that's where the conversation is.
I kind of agree with you with like it kind of is, if the content is there and it's that big, it is worth that amount of money, in my opinion. Like that guy who's going to put 600 or 700 hours into a Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
Mario Kart World is going to be a whole new literal world for him to just like live in for the next 5 or 6 years, you know? And for some people, it's not going to be worth that. And for those people, they don't have to buy the game.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, the thing that people are mad about, and I do agree with that, I think it's so scummy. Nintendo is like notoriously anti-consumer in so many ways. They tend to be, they'll sue you if you name your child Mario. they will they'll find a way. They will don't enjoy Smash Brothers Melee, or they'll come for you.
Yeah. They don't like the community games.
No, because and they're like, there's that one thing with the C button or whatever, and it's like if you don't even have an NSO subscription, that
It's
C button is
basically
useless, and it just
Yeah.
like you could be playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, slip and accidentally hit it, and it's like, oh well, you're not subscribed to this, and I'm just like, I've seen
Yeah.
some talk that it's like, there's a guy that made a video recently, I just can't remember where it is. Again, my brain, stupid, where he was talking about how, and this is alleged, this is all allegedly, how Nintendo's not necessarily selling you the console. You don't own the console, you own a license to the console.
I mean, yeah, that's how it is now. Kindle's like that with books now. Amazon did that with books recently.
Yeah.
If
And
you
they're
buy
like,
a book on Amazon, you don't own the book. You own a license to use the book.
right. And like, I don't agree with that at all, because I mean, that's why physical media rules, is because like, dude, if
Physical media is not physical media anymore. Even if you buy a cartridge now from Nintendo, it's just a license to
it's a
download
license.
the game and use
You're
it.
buying a physical
A key
cartridge
basically.
with a key in it,
Yeah.
you know, and then you could use it. And it's like sad and diabolical, but it is like the way
It is.
things are going
It
now,
is,
because
yep.
like I was talking about, like people that buy vinyl, for example, like vinyl, like you'll always have, dude, I could smear peanut butter on that bitch if I wanted to, because I own it, you know. But if you like mod, like if you mod a Switch 2 and they find out, they can like allegedly,
Kill your family.
well, they would want to. Like Miyamoto would just be crying with his head in his hands,
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like, "No, we can't do this. This is not what Mario stands
Yeah,
for."
yeah.
And then you just have like Doug Bowser showing up to your house with a like a bloody
Yeah.
shovel.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Murph. Anyway,
But yeah, no, he says, don't talk bad about Doug Bowser.
he goes,
Doug
"I
Bowser
love-"
knows where
Murphy
you
is a huge Doug Bowser enjoyer. You're wrong for that, buddy. You're wrong for that.
But so back to the GTA 6 conversation with
Yeah.
this pricing. I agree with you. I think it wouldn't surprise me if, I hope it stays around like 70, 80 bucks.
Yeah.
And that's where it lives. And it's just a really big game for 70, 80 bucks. If it goes to 100, I hope that, like you said, it is on the same scale level as far as amount of content in the game as something like Elden Ring with the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another thing happened recently. The Oblivion remake came out, and I am a massive Oblivion enjoyer. Do not have the remake yet, and I'm very excited to buy it soon.
do.
And I know Brooks has been streaming it some over
Yeah,
on
I gotta-
your channel.
I gotta stream it. I got like one more stream in me. I'm like level 21 in the game so far. It's my first Elder Scrolls game. Dude,
It's so fun.
oh my god. It's like,
This is your first Elder Scrolls game?
yeah, I know. That's why everybody says, they're like, what, you didn't play Skyrim? It was released like 40 times.
And
I'm
yeah,
just
about
like,
to say, it came out a million times.
well, now I can play it after I whoop Oblivion's ass. So like,
Well, the problem is Oblivion is arguably the best Elder Scrolls game that
Yeah.
has come out.
yeah,
Skyrim is
I
really, really
love
good.
it.
Skyrim
So-
is really, really good, though.
It's another thing I made a video on, and it's in the chamber. I just got to release it. But like, Emily says, what's even crazier is that
Yeah,
he's never played
yeah.
those.
Oblivion is agreed. Oblivion is the best Elder Scrolls
Yeah,
game.
so I did some of the campaign stuff like last night,
It's so
and
good.
I'm setting myself up to stream it again. But I'm not gonna have. I might be able to today. I'm not sure.
Tonight.
But I also restarted my Elden Ring playthrough, which I'm doing like a raw, full playthrough. Like, I'm not doing anything off screen. Like, everything I stream is going to be, everything I play is going to be on stream, which is different than
you've never done that before.
No,
I'm proud of you for that, actually.
Yeah, we're going to do all the DLC and we're going to beat it eventually. Even if it takes me 40 streams, I will do it, because that's sort of the point of why I'm doing it, is because it's like, I've approached, and this is a side tangent, but I've approached Elden Ring in a way that's like, when the game came out, I was like, I played it a lot off screen, then I streamed some. I played it a lot off screen, then I streamed some. But now that I'm like extremely familiar with the game, I can go and do it like that. So with Oblivion, that's how I tackle new games. Is like, I've been playing it a ton off screen, then I'll stream it some, then I'll.
Dude, it's so fun, man.
It's awesome. Like,
the amount of flexibility that you have. It was one of the first games of that scale as well. Like, think about when Oblivion came out, and then how big that game is that you're playing right now. It's huge.
And it came out originally in like 2006 or something.
Yeah. Oblivion original release.
It was like 2006, or I think
2007.
Damn it.
2000. Oh no, March 2006 in North America. You're right.
Yeah.
You were right.
See, my brain, that's the 2%. That 2% brain is like firing on half a cylinder.
Yup. Yeah,
Skyrim
dude.
is great, but
Oblivion is king. Oblivion is absolutely the king of the Elder Scrolls games. And like, I played Morrowind, which is the game before Oblivion, and it was really good.
What's
enjoyed
the first
it a lot.
one?
I think it's just Elder Scrolls. It's like not a first-person
it's like
view game. It's like a top-down.
I'm curious. I want to see.
It's like a top-down game.
First Elder Scrolls. Was it made by Bethesda? First Elder Scroll. The first game, the Elder Scrolls.
Oh no, it was the first person. I'm getting it and another game confused.
The Elder Scrolls Arena is what it was called.
Yep. And if you, it's like a dungeon crawler game basically. If it looks kind of like Doom.
Yes. Yeah.
But basically Doom, but high fantasy.
That's awesome.
I'm thinking of a different game that was a top-down. I think I'm thinking of Diablo. Which is
Diablo is
that's
what you're thinking of.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that.
But also the original Fallout was a top-down, like a
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Well, they're both that way. So
there was a game, but Fallout transitioned into being third person.
Yeah.
At 3 or 4 or something like that. But there's those games have always been like big high fantasy games. I played Morrowind on PC. It was great. And then Oblivion came out, and I fell in love with that game. And then like I played Skyrim a bunch. I love it so much. It is just like, it's really good. Oblivion is just markedly better.
I think it's crazy you say that, because I think Oblivion is becoming one of my favorite games of all time now, because like
it's really good.
So quirky and weird, and so I play
the
on
replayability on it as well is just
so
crazy.
I'm not playing on a high difficulty at all, because I don't like doing that. I like just really chill experiences, and I like being overpowered. But like, I'm playing, and novice is way too easy. It's like, don't play novice. It's like novice, apprentice, adept. That's kind of where I sit. I mean, I could probably turn it up to adept and be okay now, because I've leveled up so much. But like, I just love being able to really use any weapon or any spell. That's the thing. So there's like conjuration, mysticism, there's destruction, there's alteration, there's illusion. And like
so many different kinds of spells.
I'm using all of them. I thought I was going to go in. So I created my character, which is the Khajiit, which is basically
cat people.
Yeah. But I wanted to mirror him based off of our D&D character. Yeah. So he's white, and I wanted to use specifically like, cold, like ice magic
stuff and ice stuff,
but be a barbarian. But what I learned is that if you play on a low enough difficulty to where it's like not brain dead, but it's also like, I think playing on a lower difficulty, you can experience the game. You can experience pretty much everything that the game has to offer.
I think, especially for these kind of games, like I think Elder Scrolls games, or I mean, to at a sense, Elden Ring games, playing the first time on a lower difficulty is the best way to first experience the game because the mechanics are very deep. And there's so many options and so many different things.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of difficult to go in guns blazing, having never played something like that before.
It was for me.
At a
Yeah,
higher
there was a big
difficulty.
learning curve.
Yeah, it definitely can be a bigger learning curve. Skyrim is a little easier. Skyrim tends to be a little easier, and that's what most people kind of complain about Skyrim, is that Oblivion like has more of an edge to it, which is
Yeah,
why it's
it
more
has
fun.
depth and like there's so much you can do, and like I do think that it's kind of like I like that you can toggle the difficulty at any time, but like if you start at like a depth or expert like right out the gate, dude, you just do no damage. And there were certain points where I was on a depth and I was doing like no damage. And like I was getting my ass whooped, and I was like a pretty high level character with decent armor, and I was like, "What? Am I doing something wrong? Is there something I'm missing?" But like, it doesn't take away. It's just it's user error. It's like my own understanding of the game.
Well, and the game is very different from an Elden Ring game.
Yeah,
like it functions very differently.
I all I gotta say is that's my game of the year.
It'll probably get like. I don't
Like
know if it'll
Monster
win.
Wilds,
I don't know if it'll win Game of the Year status,
it won't,
but it'll probably
because
get.
it's a
it'll
remaster.
It'll get nominated for a bunch of stuff though.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. It was shadow dropped, and it's such a beloved game. There's so much jank and stupidness, and like they left the jank in the game. I haven't really experienced a lot of it, unfortunately. It's ran really well for me, but like the AI in that game is notoriously weird. I have experienced that. There's like. When I first started, there was a guy like who attacked me outside of like Skingrad, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my god, well, I gotta kill this guy. So I killed him, or I attacked him. Then I went back into the city, and then he was hostile, and I killed him. And then the guard arrested me.
Yeah.
And I was like, did you not see what just unfolded? Yeah. But I still got a long way to go in that game. I love it. Another game that came out that it might have some controversy. I haven't personally been paying attention to it as much as I should have. Well, let me see the actual name. Doom: The Dark Ages. Talk about Doom. I love Doom 2016. I actually played it when I went on tour, like almost 2 years ago now on the Switch, and I have it on my Switch. Not my preferred way of playing it. I'd rather play it on PC because of achievements and whatnot. But like having Doom on the go, I would love to do just a Doom run through where I do Doom Eternal, and Doom: The Dark Ages. But like, there is a little bit of controversy with Doom.
From what I can tell that I remember, it's generally the pace is a lot slower. Which like Doom is kind of known for being fast paced.
Yes, incredibly
so. That's like its whole thing is like you hit the ground running in that game, and like I think there's like a shield mechanic or something that I can't quite remember. It's like the way the shield works or something. Slows the game down a lot.
Yeah.
Makes it feel a little less like what you know and love from a Doom game.
Let's see. There's some. I agree, but there is some controversy about it. Online only. Somebody was talking about something like that. I got to do more research.
The
on
online
it,
only.
Doom: The Dark Ages has no multiplayer. Our campaigns are to a great extent what people come. So this doesn't have multiplayer, which is like, sure. Online only, Doom: The Dark Ages general discussion. This is on Steam. Is this game online? The opposite. It's a single player game, but you still need to stay online. I don't know. I'm looking into that. We had a conversation before we started this of like, let's figure stuff out live.
Yeah.
Because like it's been kind of quiet. Like
yeah.
usually my feed is blowing up of people talking about stuff and games and
Yeah, and so here's the thing, and this is something that I'm on Reddit, like looking at this up real quick, and it's like, there's two parts of this I understand. So with Doom games specifically, you expect certain things, right?
mm-hmm.
Generally, insanely high energy, high fast pace, everything. Scared out of your mind, jump scares, that kind of stuff. It's a horror game technically. And
yeah.
so you want all of those aspects to be in the game. However, they've also kind of done that for the last like 3 games. It's kind of been like the same, like Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, like they don't feel the same necessarily, but they do feel similar. And so I can't fault them for trying something new with this, because this is supposed to be more like shield and gun type deal, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I need to just look at the trailer. I'd love to play it, but I want to make sure it's worth playing before I hop into it.
For sure. But I do know there's a little bit of controversy around it, mainly just around like it doesn't feel the same, but I think that's intentional.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. I opened Steam literally, and now Doom the Dark Ages is just here. Let's see. I want to see how much it is. $70.
Yep. I think that also might be part of the problem, is like it for $70 and it's not necessarily the same game that not the game that they expected.
Yeah, so what it's supposed to be is like it's like a prequel, because the Doom lore starts with like Doom 64 matters for the lore, like Doomslayer, like he's Doom Guy originally, but then Doomslayer is a title that he gets once he becomes immortal, and like he gets put into like this machine and it makes him immortal. He can't age, and he's just like, and he becomes like
the protector or whatever.
Yeah, he becomes feared throughout hell because he like, it's the Doomslayer. That's like, they're not two separate entities. They're the same guy, but like Doom Guy was just a regular human that went to hell and then became Doomslayer because he came that's a surface level thing that I am aware of, but like but yeah, Doom, it's $70, and I want to make sure it's worth it before I just pull the trigger on that. Again, love Doom 2016, great game. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I haven't played a Doom game in a very, 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 very long time.
I remember trying to stream it a long time ago, back when I streamed on Twitch. It was like the original Doom, and I have a lot of them on Steam. Like I have, let's see, let me look at my Steam library, because I have a lot. I have Doom and Doom 2, and then Doom 2 separately. I don't know why I have that. Then I have master levels for Doom 2. I don't know. Again, don't know where they came from. I don't remember when I bought them, but they're there.
They're there.
They definitely are.
Well, so I think that's everything that I can think of that's going on right now in the world. We're still waiting on Elder Scrolls 6. We're still waiting on GTA 6.
Yeah.
But at least we have remakes of GTA 5 and remakes of Oblivion. So.
Yeah. Wait, do we have a remake of GTA 5, or is it just like we have like a...
Well, we just have a million options for remakes of GTA 5. They'll put out a remake of GTA 5 pretty easily.
Oh, and that game's still like relevant.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievable. I mean, people do like I looked it up, and like 22 hours ago, placing a bounty on unsuspecting players in GTA 5. People are still making GTA 5 content.
Yeah. There's a ton of GTA 5 content and like memes and like short form content.
So it's still relevant. Yeah, so everything's pretty quiet right now. There's not really any So one last thing I'll say, because this could be just a shorter podcast episode.
Sure.
It's funny. Nintendo of America posted Ruffy and the Riverside, and it looks kind of cute. But we're on Riverside right now.
Oh.
But anyway, I think for me, what was I saying before that? I got distracted by Ruffy.
Nintendo. You were looking up Nintendo something.
I probably was.
I don't know. But yeah, I feel like...
Sorry, I lost it. So there's a guy, he goes by Endymion, and so to preface what this guy is about, I follow a lot of different creators of all walks of life.
Sure.
This guy is generally more conservative with his views and values and certain things. And so I don't know what other people think of this guy, but he did post a video that I haven't watched that I need to watch. This is Doom the Dark Ages boycotted by fans. I don't know why they're boycotting it. I think people are just mad that it's online only, like it's always online. Yeah. I don't know if it has anything more to it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't know if there is like another agenda behind it, because, you know, there are certain people that get upset with the body type stuff, like when they use like body type A and body type B in games, and people like that just like drives people nuts. I don't personally care. Is the game fun? Yes or no, whatever. But some people get really bent out of shape about that I've seen, and from what I've seen, this is the most delicate way I could put this. This is the kind of person that would get upset by that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you need to know going into this person's channel. But like, I think it's important to pay attention to all sides, whether you agree or disagree, whatever they think or whatever their values are or whatever. Yeah. But like, I just want to hear the full conversation. I want to hear what everybody's talking about. That's my point. And like, I don't have anything against this creator. I'm not like saying anything like whatever. I'm just trying to be as objective, and like, this is kind of they lean more this way. Their voice in the conversation is going to be different than maybe ours or other more popular creators, if that's what I'm trying to say.
That does make sense.
All that to say, I am going to be watching this video because I am very curious as to why people are boycotting Doom the Dark Ages. But anyway, that's really all we have today. We did like a separate book thing, which will be its own.
It'll come out on its own. I don't know if it'll come out before or after this. Yeah, but hey, if you like video games, which you probably do, because you're here, and you've been interested, and you've thought to yourself, hey, I would like to get into reading. We did an entire video that we're going to put somewhere over here about that, and about how, if you like certain games, book recommendations for you if you like those games. Brooks, thanks so much for doing the podcast with me today, talking about and let's catching up and seeing what's going on in the industry.
Absolutely. So we'll give it probably another week or two, and then hopefully something crazy will happen and we'll be able to talk about it.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Love ya. Bye.
Bye.
Kisses.